So we're back. This time we're going to change the shock absorbers. First thing we'll do is out the box, make sure we've actually got the right thing, and then we'll change them over. It could be anything of these. Have a look. That's a good start. Looks like there's 2 pairs. That's a good start. These have environmentally friendly paint, whatever that means. That's not as good when the best feature of your shock absorber is the paint. And alright, that doesn't help. So far, yep, that looks about right. Front one, that looks about right. We actually use E-series shocks in this because I'm just using an old set of springs. It used to be my E-series race car, so when we changed over, we just used one of the old shocks and spring setups that I had here. And so yeah, because you have a smaller one for an AU normally, got tape with springs. But yeah, all right, let's get them all unpacked and start swapping them out. There we go. It will look right. Yeah, it's these ones here, the eBay shocks. But with them, as I said previously, they work pretty good. Last a little while. They're nice heavy duty fat shafts and things. They don't seem to bend or break. So yeah, we pull those old ones out and see what they look like. Yeah, so to get these out, I've got a bolt down there through the shock. See if that way works better. With these, I set these top arms out just from the, there's 4 bolts inside the tower there. Let's take them 4 out, drop the arm out of the way. 3 bolts there, and we should have it out. Worst thing is, Darren put some new top arms in for me when we were fixing the car, so we should have this at that time. But it's only a couple of minutes to take the bolts out. So I'll get that out and we'll show you what the old shock looks like. So there's our old shock. So what I think we might do, I think I tried something this last time, I'll mark this end, which didn't matter because that end gets replaced. But because it's got to go in these holes here, to get it somewhere near the ball part to start with, I reckon we're going to mark where these bolts are onto this this rubber spacer thing I put in here, because these springs are a bit short. And onto the shock. We put a line around there. Once we put them into our new shock in about the right spot there, we all should pretty much line up. So we'll mark them and see what happens with that. Then the next step is we get out the spring compressors, tighten them up, squeeze the spring in, take that off, swap all over. I used to have a different set of these. They're made of like cast aluminium or something, and they were sketchy as. They used to bend in the middle. So I bought this nice looking set from Webco, so these seem a bit better. But if you get your hands on a proper spring compressor thing, like the hydraulic units they use these days, it's much safer, but this should get us out of trouble. So yeah, we'll mark that and start pulling apart. Mark that up, put 3 distinctive marks for each bolt, and we'll see if that helps. So yeah, let's take our life in our hands, get the spring compressors on, undo that bolt at the top, and pull this apart. Well, this is the part you just pray to any god you think might help, maybe Aquaman. Right, that side a bit, we'll do the other side a bit. And we'll be back, if I'm alive, to show you the result. Yeah, so it's going to pressure on, so the spring's loose there. So what we do now is undo this bolt up here, this bolt up here, and then swap all this onto our new shock. Let's have a look at something. Yeah, right. Yes, that should work. Our theory should work. Anyhow, let's give it a go. Let's compress the shock, let it out, and it does come out better than the last shocks I had. They never came at all, but it sounds like a dying whale to start with. So yeah, there. Actually, I think there's a 10,000 kilometre warranty. There's no way I carry 10,000 k's. Might have to accept it. We'll cut this and see what this one sounds like. Yeah. No whale noises. We'll see, push in. It's in. There you go. That one works a bit better. So yeah, the lines pretty much line up there. Got this bolt back in the top. So we'll loosen these off and see if the thing will go back into the car. So there we go, there is one shock change, a new bolt down there. It's all back in. New shiny bit at the top here. We're going to top arm back in. So yeah, that's one done. We'll put that wheel back on. It's under there at the moment, been a safety wheel. Put that back on, then we'll go have some lunch probably. Then we'll go get the other side done and we'll be back to show you how the rear shocks are done. So we got the other front shocks done. We're going to do the back shocks, and I've just noticed the shocker is up in there somewhere. So look, we'll go around here and we've got this firewall here, so we're going to have to, looks like they put a separate plate in there a bit, so we have to drill half these rivets out to get to the shock in behind there, and then unbolt that, and we should really get the back shocks done. So I'll go find the drill, start attacking that and see what we can find. Yeah, so pull this half out. There's the top of our shock. It's the driver's side. Yeah, so we've got the top out, bottom out. Hopefully, this should hopefully be enough room. That's the lift out from here somehow. There we are. Yeah, I figured I'd have to get the top out because these shocks run through the middle of the spring, so the coilover type setup. So yeah, I had to take it out to get it through the spring. So yeah, that's already half undone. So we'll put that top onto our new shock and put it in. Let's do one a quick test, see if it's any good. Oh, that went in really easy. Yeah, it's got it's not very linear. It's got a real light bit there. That's not too bad compared to the front ones, but they're going anyhow. Right, so we've got that shock in. There's the top. You bolt there. There's the bottom, because the bottom's rather stiff. Took a while to get that one out. And then actually jack the bolt up with the spanner on it to get it undone. So yeah. Also watching the Jets game up here. And the like kid rock songs. The Speedway on the computer, because it's on Vimeo and it's a terrible app. I can't find that video on the app. It won't stream from a phone to a television. So I'm never going to put my videos in Vimeo because it's terrible. Anyhow, so we'll do the other side shock. And we've got to rivet all that. Same deal here. We've got to, I started doing it. Undrill all this metalwork here. Get it out. We've got a box of rivets coming through the week. So we'll put it back together later in the week. But yeah, we'll get that done. This one isn't so good. You push it in. It does that. This will explain some of the bouncing last meeting. Yeah, we'll get this one changed in, and that will be us done for the day. So that's that top of the shock bolted in. I've got some rivets coming. I'm going to get a bit of knock that back into shape. Rivet that back in later in the week. Just going to put the wheel back on. This should go down here. There's that new shock in there. Yeah, there's just one bolt at the bottom, that's it. Pretty straightforward with the back ones. And yeah, put the oil back on, put it down. Yeah, then later in the week, when these rivets turn up, we'll fix these two panels up, one of these hanging out. And it's getting close to being ready to go. Oh, long blowout. Yeah, back to it. There you go, that's how you change the shock absorbers of an AE Falcon street stocker. We're just going to put them bits of metal back in, but I need the rivets for that. I've got a few here, but I've got a box of them coming, so they should be here hopefully next day or two. Yeah, early next week. And we'll get that back together. And yeah, we're getting pretty close. Just want to check that one thing on the engine I was talking about the other day. And yeah, for the week we'll have it on the trailer, ready to go to Gunnedah for the Stan Curler Memorial Race next Saturday night. Yeah, with that I'm going to go try and watch more of this street stocker racing on the from Tamworth. Look, the state tiles on the night. It's probably going to be nearly one and done by the time I get this video edited, but good luck to everybody who's there. And we'll go watch how they're going. And as always, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And we'll see you soon.